Boy, howdy, did we have fun last night? Let me tell you all about it. Oh my goodness. Last night was awesome. I had so much fun playing an old man. And thank goodness it was received well and the way that I had intended, because that's the kind of thing I am afraid can go terribly wrong. So I was playing this sort of doddering old man, right? But actually, he's not at all. He's super wise and intelligent, and actually, I rolled some of the best stats I've ever rolled for a character for this guy. So he was strong, and he was charismatic. Here's the rolls I got. 12, 14, 14, 14, 15, 16. So, I mean, that's an unbelievable set of ability scores right off the bat. And then on top of that, with, we're being level 5, so there's a, ability score improvement and all that, and your race and this. And so, anyway, awesome time. I just had so much fun last night, and I have to give 100% of the credit to Morgan, who did a phenomenal job as DM. What a creepy, fun game. It was like, the world is incredible, and on top of that, we had a clear mission where there were clues that were very easy to find, assuming we sort of made the right moves. And then once we found the clues, like one thing led to another in this beautiful way. So she strung the story together in this really compelling and interesting and engaging way. And then on top of that, the players were awesome, okay? So we had Jason, who played Arax, the amazing Eladrin rogue, mastermind rogue. We had Becca played Sean. Sean was awesome. Becca has been on an Avengers kick apparently lately, and so Sean was essentially the Steve Rogers of D&D, if you will. So Sean was awesome, and our frontline fighter, an Eldritch Knight. And then you had Jake, played Ren, who was a halfling gunslinger who got the kill shot at the end, which was super awesome, and had some really cool, fun ideas during the game. I'll get to that in just a sec, because I have to introduce the last character that joined us, which was, of course, played by Mara, and this was Vast, the Goliath sorcerer. Our big lady of fire. She was awesome. So, and then of course, I played old man Cedric, the cleric, the knowledge domain cleric. And I was nervous going into the game because I spoke about this in the vlog yesterday. I don't want to get into any kind of cliche with the character. It's easy to do, and it's sort of a trap, and I'm always wanting to find ways to avoid that. So Cedric wasn't like completely befuddled and useless. He was more of like sort of an absent-minded, like, you get to that age, I think, when you're an old person, and you just sort of do things your own way. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's the right thing to do, sometimes it's not. So at least at one point, for sure, we had, Sean had to, like, grab me by the collar so I didn't go wandering into danger unawares and that kind of thing. It was just so much fun. I was tickled that the lightheartedness of the character came through in my silly and jovial and like just being goofy in a sense. Not really goofy. That's not the right way to say it. Just being like that crazy old coot that makes everybody laugh. That not 100% my intention, but that's kind of how it came across. And we were sort of like all in stitches laughing before we even really got the game going, it's such a great sign when that happens. And then, like I said, Morgan tells this great tale, sets this like terrifying villain up. We basically had to fight like some devil, so we're like, oh, that's not gonna be cool. No joke, when we were fighting the big bad, literally, as a player, I'm going like, oh God, this is gonna be a TPK if we're not careful. Because there was a moment where some stuff could have gone horribly sideways and it would have been bad. It would have been very bad because Sean found himself up on the roof by himself fighting the devil with his demon mount. So this like full plate and shield devil fighting on top of a demonic mount with like bat wings and 6 eyes and all this, and like terrifying, right? And then fails the saving throw, and so is afraid of said bad guys. So yeah, it could have been, and then once all of the rest of us get on the roof, like all of us but one are failing on the fear save, so we're all terrified, so we're at disadvantage fighting on this roof, which again, you're on a roof of a monastery or on an abbey, so we could have been like shoved off and fallen to our doom or something horrible like that. And this was one of those adventures that, gosh, I wish this was recorded and put on the net for everybody to enjoy, because it was fun and funny and cool. And we get the memory of that. It's one of the, I'll remember this game for sure because, I mean, memorable characters, a memorable story, fun to play. Everybody had a moment, like finding out, when Vast found out, our fiery sorceress, who is like casting fireballs and agonizer scorchers and firebolt, and then she finds out that, oops, the big bad and the mount are both immune to fire. Well, guess what? Creatively, she came through with a clutch spell. She went from being the role of like DPS or something, you're like, okay, I can't do that, so she comes out with color spray and blinds the devil. Brilliant play, brilliant. And on top of that, before that even happens, we're fighting like these like demonic or fiendish wolves and dire wolves and all this kind of stuff. And so Ren had the idea to use, he's like, we found we got some really cool trinkets, which was fun. The one I got was called Redbeard's eye patch. So it was an eye patch that helped me find hidden gold, which was cool, and I used it, and that was fun. And then we found a little bit of gold and a little bit of silver, and so we divvy it out, and Ren thinks, I'm gonna try something, and decides to put some silver coins in his blunderbuss. So imagine this little halfling walking around with this huge weapon, first of all, which is hysterical in my mind, and then has the brilliant idea of like, well, there might be werewolves, maybe, or something, and so shove some silver coins into the blunderbuss. I thought that was a brilliant idea, and then it was just so much fun. Our swashbuckling mastermind rogue got to, basically, I have to say, it's like, he was the only one that was able to resist the fear, number one, and then through doing, with sneak attack and all this, everything worked. It was so cool. Like, everything worked with the group. The bad rolls were fun. Nobody got, like, upset or disappointed, or you know what I mean? Like, nobody got into a funk during the game. Everybody just had a great time. It was lighthearted and at the same time, like, terrifying, like I said. And just all you could ask for in a game. So I just thank you to Morgan and Jason and Becca and Mara and Jake. You all are amazing. I will play with you again anytime. And Becca, it was funny because Becca, I've actually been friends with or whatever, acquaintances with on Twitter for like ages, for a long time. We've, you know, she followed me, I followed her, or I followed her and then she followed me or something. And then like, I'm like, oh, I'd love to play in a game with them, and it just never came around. And now we got this chance, and it was awesome. It was super fun. And even feeling like allergy and blah, and still did a great job. So thank you for making it a great game. All of you, what a cool time. And tonight, I get to play in Variant Roles, or on the Variant Roles Twitch stream with some other amazing players. I'm reprieving Hadar, the Dragonborn Eldritch Knight tonight. I can't wait to get back into the skin of Hadar. He is he's a man of action, or he's a Dragonborn of action, and fun to play. And even though I didn't do like anything the first session, I still had one of the best nights playing him. So I'm looking forward to another good time tonight. So please, that is going to be at roughly 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight on Variant Roles Twitch. Please come check it out and enjoy our ridiculousness, where hopefully we get through safely the rest of... We have to fight fire giants. That's terrifying, and how is that going to go? I hope we don't get squished. Oh man, hey, I'll give you a recap of that tomorrow, so tune in for the vlog for that. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Keep rolling 20s until I see you next time, and remember, it's your game. Play your way.